first off, thank you for doing this interview with me. I'd like to start with the first question, which is your name, your employment, and your job title.
Okay, my name is Susan Dodson. I'm director of the two federal TRIO programs at Southeastern, Student Support Services and Project Teach.
Awesome, awesome. So you're very involved with the university and different students and a wide range of technological advances. As far as technology, what is your reaction when you encounter new ones?
Pretty hesitant most of the time because it's a real learning curve for me, and I think it has to do a little bit with my age. But I usually have to pull some younger colleagues in to help me get started, but once I do it a few times, I have it.
I got you. So with the more experience, and more advice you get, the better, more comfortable you are. I got you. What is your access to high-speed internet as far as your ease of access, your company, whether you do mobile or desktop?
Well, here at home, I live up north of town, and I've tried HughesNet, and I didn't have any luck with that. Seemed like it was always not working. So we've tried Vive, and that seems better.
Good. Vibe. So do you prefer the mobile aspect or more of a desktop version?
I've went to a mobile aspect just on my phone here. At work, I love the desktop. I think it's a lot better, and I enjoy that more.
Right, right. What online or mobile type technologies do you prefer? Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat? Possibilities are pretty much endless. What is your preference?
I use Facebook. And I don't use Snapchat, but we have Facebook page at work. We use Twitter. We haven't used Snapchat or Instagram, and that's something we really need to incorporate, I think. And just kind of staying on the cutting edge of what students use. Now at home, I use Facebook to keep up with my family.
Good. Good. How, if at all, does the use of these tools, both for your work and personal life, how does that affect your personal balance in life?
I think it's a fine balance because I think it can take over your life. You can sit there and you have spent 2 hours on Facebook when you could have been doing something else. So I love the resources and the availability of all kinds of information, but I think it needs to be balanced.
So there's overuse, but with the right control, it could be very beneficial. I understand. What new online or mobile technologies would you like to maybe start utilizing, or maybe give advice to kids to use to learn?
Well, one of the things that we've started at the university with our students is the Dave Ramsey. He has an online version of financial literacy, and it's great. I learn stuff from that all the time too, so that's a great one. I use YouTube a lot. And have used it for a lot of different things, and so that's probably the main two.
So a big YouTube, Google, kind of keeping your options very open. I understand. Let's see. How will you, or do you currently deal with disruptions in your connectivity to internet?
I don't like it, and I think I must be pretty hooked because it drives me crazy if I'm home and it's not fast enough service or it's not reliable. And I really steer some of our rural students away from that when they're taking online classes, because a lot of times in rural areas it's just not as reliable as it needs to be. It's really hard especially for them to test.
Right. So in that sense, it could actually hold the students back if they're not able to connect. I understand. Last question. This is personally, opinion on your part. Is there anything else you'd like to share as far as your views, your thoughts on technology, the uses, maybe a few drawbacks?
I think it's limitless in what it can teach you and what we can learn, and it just opens up the world. But I also think that we need to limit it and have a balance in our lives. We still need to communicate.
Utilize it, face to face, but utilize it, but don't let it overtake.
Right.
I got you. Well, thank you very much. Thank you for sharing with me. I know I've learned a few new things, and I'm sure our viewers on YouTube will also learn quite a few. And I appreciate you.
Glad you found my help.